I have a wonderful suggestion for a summer book read. It is called The Story I Told Myself. This is written by a new author. This is her debut novel. Her name is Arvashni Seeripat. She's a very dear friend of mine, and I am so proud to know her. She is a South African of Indian descent and has just lived and worked successfully in the United States for several years, and this has been a lifelong dream to write a book. And I anticipate there will be many to follow. She's already won the International Impact Book Award, and I know there'll be more of those awards coming to her as well. It is lyrical. You're just drawn into the story in such a deep way. It is informative. You will experience the full gamut of emotions. And it is fiction. However, it is grounded in truths and experiences and things that occurred. It is the story of a family over almost 60 years, from the mid-1800s to about 1915. And they are Indian people who were enticed by the British people to receive what they thought was free passage to another continent where there would be greater opportunity for them and their families. And as it turned out, that was not the case. They were instead, they became indentured servants. And so this book chronicles the experiences, some of which are horrific, some of which just show you the immense depth of the human spirit to overcome. And I am so glad that I learned so much, important things that I needed to know. And it's probably an incredibly bold statement on my part, but I do believe it in my heart, that this book reminds me of the importance of what came from Roots and from The Color Purple, where we learned so much more about the culture, the history, the struggle of Black people and community. And this, I think, does something very similar for Brown people and their heritage. And I just highly recommend it. I often tend to read, books about meditation and centering and faith and spirituality. And I would tell you, reading this book was as moving as many of those things that I typically read. I'm so glad I spent the time. It's a spiritual experience to just understand humanity in the way that Arvashni has painted these glorious word pictures. So please check out in the post where to buy this. It is worth your time. I want to hear back from you as well about what you thought after you finish the book.